These jarring images of Cassie Ventura covered in bruises shown in court today. Her mother, Regina Ventura, testifying she took the pictures when her daughter was home for Christmas in 2011, quote, to make sure we memorialized the injuries. Regina Ventura also said her daughter's former boyfriend, Sean Diddy Combs, demanded $20,000 because Cassie started dating musician Kid Cudi. Ventura said she and her husband used their home equity line of credit to pay Combs. She said he returned the money a few days later. Ventura's testimony comes after her daughter took the stand for more than 20 hours, testifying that Combs subjected her to years of abuse and forced her to participate in drug-fueled sex parties known as freak-offs. Combs is charged with 5 counts, including sex trafficking and racketeering. He has denied all wrongdoing. Prosecutors have also shown the jury these pictures that they say show Combs' hotel room the night he was arrested, including bottles of baby oil and drugs. His former personal assistant, David James, today painting a picture of what it was like to work for the music mogul, testifying about an incident in 2008 when he went with Combs to try to confront rival record label founder Suge Knight. James said Combs had 3 guns in his lap, and while they never found Knight, James said he, quote, realized my life was in danger and ultimately quit. Tomorrow, we expect a forensic psychologist to testify, and then after that, musician Kid Cudi, who said Combs once blew up his car.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
All right, so that's the latest. It's pretty much over a week in the trial. A lot going on every day, different news. So it's so much going on with this case. I really don't want to just pick something out of it to talk about. So, King, what's your thoughts on this whole Diddy case and Cassie case?
Wow, yeah, man, like you just said, there's a lot to it. I have been following it. Just probably just like everybody else, it's kind of like the biggest thing on YouTube because I watch a lot of YouTube because I don't watch a lot of mainstream TV too much just to get the balance. But to see that clip you just showed, it kind of reminded me why I watch a lot of YouTube because, man, there's so much there. It's so much in the sense of like victims are victims, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, men, children, whatever. You're a victim. Go file a police report. Stick with it. Go home. Go to whoever you last thought was safe that ain't got nothing to do with the situation. Go there. When you say it's over with, it's over with. Don't go back. Fuck them clothes. Go home. Now that I said that, I've been in this industry a long time, from the music to filming to modeling to art, contemporary art. Been around groupies, male groupies, female groupies, all of that stuff. I'm not trying to call Cassie a groupie. I'm just using that term because when I'm listening to this case, it's like there was a lot of exit moments. There was a lot of exit moments that happened organically. And then there was a lot of comeback moments organically from her point of view. And to me, it just seems like a lot of the naysayers that we're hearing, a lot of stuff on the outside, like, the Boosie comments and stuff, they kind of hold a little bit of weight because when you're in this industry, and again, I could be totally fucking wrong. When you're in this industry, there is an attraction of stuff that a lot of people will do just to be in it, just to get on, just to be there. And especially somebody who's like worth $1 billion or worth more than $500,000, whatever, and can get that money to you or those kind of things. But on the other side, like there are some freaky ass niggas. There's some freaky ass bitches. They like to get pissed on. They like to have the oil on they self. They gotta do whatever they gotta do to get their rocks off. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how they introduced themselves into sexuality from their childhood. You don't know what the fuck these people went through. But just from my own little bitty, minuscule, almost close to the light of fame experience, I know that Cassie in a situation can be a victim And I know that Cassie in this situation also can be orchestrating this shit where you're not trying to get out of it. You're trying to be in it. You're trying to get that you want attention. And maybe the shit that he did after he left you, after y'all split up, maybe it pissed you off because you weren't getting those accolades that you thought you got. You got all those ass whoopings or whatever the hell that was going on. Maybe you was whooping his ass too. Because there's a lot to unfold on this onion, man. This is day 10 in the trial. You know what I'm saying? And all of the people that could come out and kind of corroborate what she talking about, some of them don't even want to talk no more. And then some of them getting caught on the stand lying like 13 times in a row from what they already has told the police. So for me, I'm looking at it like a telltale thing. Just to remind me, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not crazy. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy to be where I'm at right now. Cause like for me, I would be a household. If I was to go do what the Cassie did, I could be a household name that y'all would all know me right now in a different light. But you can always say no and walk away. You got morals about yourself.
Gotcha. And you know that a lot of what you said is true because you know I've talked to Trust about this. I'd probably be a legendary rapper if I would have subjected myself to some of the ways that they offer to buy you. You know what I mean? And I mean non-sexually. I'm just saying just financially, you know, rape comes in different forms.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
it could be Balenciaga
and
underwear.
everything like that. So my point is this it's hard. It's two reasons why it's hard for me to view Cassie as a victim, right? And when I say this, I say we all can have and or can be victims to our own decisions, good or bad, right? Let's get that clear.
Correct.
But the two reasons why it's hard for me to see her as a victim as a whole in totality is one, she made sound decisions and wanted to do, and have admitted, and the proof showed that she wanted to do a lot of these things that she's been claiming she was a victim of. So when you sit and tell me what you were forced to do, and then now we had a trial, and now it proves all that was a lie, you just watered down, you know, me looking at you as a victim. Another thing that makes it hard for me to look at her as a victim in totality is this. If I have to look at Cassie as a victim, then I have to look at Puffy as a victim too. Because they did all this together. So for me to look at one as a victim who wanted this and not look at the other as a victim who wanted this, that's bias all day. That's straight hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying outside of the domestic violence. You know, when it comes to that, he should be punished how they see fit. Now that's no, and I'm saying that because sometimes, you know, people want to try to coexist with the two and say, oh, what you saying there? No, I ain't saying that. But it's called, you know, like I tell people all the time, it ain't illegal to be a freak.
Yeah, they're trying to line up in his sexual proclivities and what he's doing.
Yeah.
And trying to make that. So I'm like, throw out the freak offs. Now let's talk about it.
Yeah.
What does that
with
look
the
like?
lawyers that he have, he's definitely with the lawyers that he have, they're gonna have to. They're not gonna, let's withering away. You can rest assured that they're losing that battle already. You know, and the sex trafficking gonna even get dropped at some point. Because first of all, his lawyers is the best in the world. And then it's like we both agree on, it's not illegal to be a freak. So they're gonna have to throw. I think they just push that agenda to build up hype so they can have a case in the first place. You know, it makes sense. It's a smart move. Yeah, let's just build up all this stuff so we can at least have a case in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was kind of blown up, and now it's like it was 1,000 bottles. It was 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Now it's 25 bottles.
Exactly. So trust. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Cass is a victim?
A victim? Hell no, Cassie ain't no victim. Anybody ask to get pissed on, you have to take responsibility for your own bullshit, man. She is not a victim.
Oh man.
No, she is not no victim, bro. And then, okay, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard allegedly the man already done gave this woman $20 million.
Yes.
Oh, that's a fact.
That's
they
a fact.
put that out in court.
Okay, $20 million. You know what I'm saying? Get your money and go about your business. What is we dragging this through the mud and doing all this testifying in court and doing all? You just got $20 million.
Plus 10 million from the International Hotel.
Come on, man. Get your money and go about your business. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. You know what I mean? And I think it's really she hating it. You can't break him. I done hit him for 20. I done did this. I done did that. I can't break him. What can I do to break him?
It was personal, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, most of the time, from the way I was looking at it, most of the time he was dealing with Cassie. He was a married man.
Facts.
She the side piece. You see what I'm saying? And I think in her mind, she thought if she was to do all these things, she was gonna get a position.
Right.
She was jockeying for position.
Right.
So once he done pissed on you and he let the homie piss on you and we done did you and flipped you 30 ways from tomorrow, he done with you. It's a new hot thing coming up now. You know what I'm saying? She just turned 21 and we ain't pissed on her yet. You know what I mean? And now he done pushed her to the side and she feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I think Cassie she's a punk bitch. I'm gonna just say it like this. She's a punk bitch. She need to get her money and move on, man.
Yeah, shut the hell up.
Let that man do him. You tripping. You got paid for that.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So,
but see, like,
okay, go ahead.
no, but see, like, he just brought up a point that's another story within itself. Because you know, side pieces try to put themselves in position to be the main, right? But then when the main don't want her to be the main, you know what I'm saying? Then they go there, you know what I'm saying? So she already got paid, right? Anybody in their right mind with that amount of change, shit, like hitting your bank account, you're gonna go about your business. But now she mad because that man didn't make her main. You know what I'm saying? And that's another way to, because right now, basically what he's doing is she's dragging his name through the mud. Like I said last week, man, if it was some real criminal activities going on between you and that man, you would have had a criminal lawsuit with this man too. If you feel criminalized like that, you know? So, I mean, shout out to everybody that's really victims in these kind of situations. But in this case, I don't think that's the case, bro. I just think she really on a tour to drag this man's name through the mud more than what the fuck it already is.
Stay on the side.
Today, Yogi, I'm gonna tell you what's proof to that. A lot of there's a saying that most black men that are on child support are actually good daddies. Most of them actually are active are really good daddies and they want to take care of their kids. They just trying to file child support to damage. They want to tear you. They want to break you down.
Yeah, they bitter shit.
Yeah,
they don't put sorry niggas on child support.
Say it again, Trust. They do not put sorry niggas on child support.
Nah,
she got mad because the third side got more than her.
Exactly.
That's why she got mad. And that was that Gina chick that was another Asian looking chick. She was mad about that. She was mad about Carisha. Because they were already done. Then she sent the civil suit.
Gotcha.
Picking
and choosing. What's your thoughts on it, man? You think Cassie a victim?
Absolutely not. I don't think any woman can be a victim when she's
Can't
with a
hear you,
celebrity.
Will. Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I can
That
hear
was
I
you.
him
can.
messing
No,
up.
we
He
can hear you.
glitched
That was
out.
him.
We heard you.
Oh,
That
We
was
heard
him.
I
Oh,
don't
that was
think
me.
any. Yeah, I don't think any woman can see. My perspective is a little unique, where I believe women should tread lightly when getting with a celebrity. If you get with a celebrity, I don't want to hear anything about he did this or he did that. Listen, this is uncharted territory. It's this many celebrities in the world. You don't have to be with one of them. So if you choose to be with one of them, you're understanding that they live a different world. They live in a different life. So imagine getting with someone in royalty, a duke, a prince, a king. You can't expect your life to be like the peasants or the average Joes. You know your life is not going to be like that. So therefore, with all the glitz and glamour that comes with it, you have to understand there's going to be a level of darkness that come with it too. What that level of darkness is, we don't know. But when you get with that person, you're signing on for what they say when you get married, for better or for worse.
Secure
You
point.
signing up for
So
the
never do your
brightness
part.
and the darkness, whatever that may be. That's what you signing up for.
Yes,
So
sir.
I think we should stop listening to women who get with celebrities. I don't care how bad it get. I just don't care how bad it get. Long as they ain't, taking them off this earth. I don't care how bad it gets. That's what you signed up for, either knowingly or unknowingly. And case should be closed. It's like, ma'am, sir, ma'am, you could have picked any man on planet Earth. If you can get Diddy, that means you could have got almost anyone.
Anybody.
You chose Diddy, or you let Diddy choose you, and you said yes. Therefore, you get Diddied. Whatever Diddy is, that's what you get. You want to choose Michael B. Jordan, you get Jordaned. Whatever Jordan is, you get that. I don't care if it's Scottie Pippen. I don't care if it's Dennis Rodman. I don't care who it is. Whoever you choose as a celebrity, lady, bring your complaints not to my front door ever again. I don't want to hear it. Deal with it.
Mm.
All right, quality.
And there it
Let me
is.
ask you this, quality. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Quality. Let me ask you this. If you was married to Cass and you go to court with her and you find out all this, you staying with her or you divorcing?
Well, first off, more than likely, I would have never married Cassie because it just like. Let me see how to say it. I agree with what every one of y'all are saying because I understand what you're saying, but I just think it's a fine line when we say that she's not a victim. I keep going back to that part there for me because you have to understand certain things don't, just because you don't see certain things doesn't mean that she wasn't a victim. Let's say it this way. I'm going to do it this for y'all. Would any of y'all have kicked that girl and beat that girl when she walked out that hotel room, which y'all seen on that footage?
If I was Diddy, I would have, because that's what Diddy do.
Okay,
that's
so
what Diddy do.
Okay, wait. You said that's if you were Diddy, but I'm asking you. I'm not asking Diddy. I'm asking you. Would you have done that?
Let me try to say it this way. If I'm a celebrity, I'm gonna do what I do. So if I beat women, that's what I do.
Okay, so
that's what I do.
What?
Right.
But
so I'm not a celebrity.
Celebrity
I'm not a
don't make you
celebrity.
beat women. You beat women because that's just what you do.
No.
Celebrity or not.
It's unknown.
No,
It's
no,
unknown.
you beat women.
Niggas just be beating bitches.
Understand
They
something.
ain't even
Regular niggas beat bitches.
They ain't even
That's what I'm saying. I'm not condoning you for beating her. I'm just saying
Don't complicate
it's
it,
what you
pick
are.
and choose. It's a simple
Listen to what I'm
question.
saying.
Yeah, it's what you are. You talking about what Diddy is, and we ain't
No.
doing that. I'm asking you. I'm not
You're
asking
asking
Diddy.
me. So listen to my answer. I'm saying to you, see, there's a lot of things the six of us don't do in life because we're not celebrities.
Would you have beaten it?
You gotta, gentlemen, you
I'm
gotta
asking
first.
you. I'm not asking him.
You gotta first make me a celebrity. Now, if you're
No,
talking
he
about
asking
me,
you.
I know. Listen to what I'm saying. Me, I'm not a celebrity. There's a million things I cannot get away with. I'm going to use my noggin and know not to do certain things. If I'm a celebrity, I get insulated by so much. There's so many more things I can get away with. So because I have that level of protection, believability, I have yes men around me. I have people who gonna lie for me, protect me. I promise you, I'm going to give in to my darker side more than I would not being a celebrity.
So you would,
But hold on.
Wait. Let
I
me
see
make my
what
point.
Will's saying.
Let me make my point. Wait.
Do your thing.
Okay, so we gonna let. I understand what Will's saying. We get it, man. I feel you. That's your darker side. Me personally, if I was a celebrity, I'm gonna be the same person I am right now. I am. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm gonna be the same person. Certain things don't change me just because who know me or you say yes men and all that. I don't want yes men around me. I'm not that kind of person. I like the diversity. I like to be able to think. I like to be able to have different opinions and things of that nature. So certain things won't affect me. And just because I got money or I'm able to do certain things don't mean I'm finna go out here and beat this woman. I'm not doing it. That's just not who I am. If I got problems like that, I'm finna send her on her way.
Let me ask you a question.
I ain't gonna deal with her.
Let me ask you a question.
Of the women I can have.
Let me ask you a question. So you're telling me no matter what your fame level is and no matter what your financial level is, you're going to be the same person?
Absolutely.
Okay, so watch this. If you were worth, you saw Rock just played a video of Ja Rule building a school in Ghana.
Right.
If you had $500 million, would you build that school in Ghana as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, so are you doing the equivalent to building a school in Ghana right now with the level of money you have right now?
Yes. I don't have that type of money to do that.
No. Listen to what I have.
Yes.
No, not you, King. I'm talking about quality.
Oh, yeah.
So if whatever you are, if you're up here and whatever you'll do up here, you're saying you will do that same thing if you was down here. Mm-hmm. You're the same person no matter where you are. That means right now, we should be able to find the equivalent thing, the generosity that you're doing on your income level right now that's equivalent to building a school in Ghana. What is it that you're currently doing right now that people be like, man, with that 50,000, with that 80,000, with that 100,000, look at the generosity that he's doing with it. You can't, it's easy to say, I'm not going to change with money or fame, but most people do. If we just being real,
let me interview.
You put me in the category that I don't want. I'm not in. I'm not most people.
Hold on. So, because I gotta intervene. So let me say this, and then y'all can continue to debate. If I got whether I got 100 million or whether I got 10,000, if I got hands, I got hands. Yeah. So I don't know. You might have to use a better example, Will.
No.
Because to me, it's about morals, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's the moral part of it.
I think he means as far as his morals. Like, because money don't do nothing but bring out the person that you want to be.
That you really are. That's right. So if you don't beat her because you got money, then you really are somebody that beat women.
You were in the first place.
Rodney, go ahead.
That's like the point that he's making, Will. It's not the fact of what he'll do with the money. It's the fact that those same morals that we were raised in this world to have and to keep, we will still keep them same morals no matter the
regardless of where my money at.
I understand. So let me ask it a different way.
It ain't no amount of money in the world that made me beat on a woman.
Right. But that's not.
If I'm gonna beat a woman, I'm gonna push that bitch on about her business and go get it.
Right. So think about this. Let me ask it in a way that we can relate to, because I've never beat a woman. By the sound of you guys, y'all don't beat women. So I think it's safe to say none of us beat women. So it's easy for us to say what we wouldn't do if we got a lot of money in our pocket. But let me ask y'all this: Do y'all respect women?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah. I
don't respect money. No.
I said, do we respect women?
Women.
I respect her as much as she respects herself.
Right. So hold on. But trust, that's not the question, right? The question is, do we respect? Because Yogi talking about the morals, right? Do we? And I'm talking about all 6 of us. Do we respect women? Not our woman, not our mother, not our sister and daughters. Do we respect women?
I respect people in general.
Absolutely.
I respect
men, women, children, everybody.
Where you going, Will? Where you going, Will?
damn
Where you
right.
going?
I'm not gonna take the moral high road on this one. I know I can do some disrespectful shit.
Tell
Yeah,
him,
we
Trump.
all
I'm
can.
gonna
We don't
keep
say
it
Everybody
that.
can do disrespectful shit.
Anybody
That's
can
not
do
what
it.
the question. The question is, he's asking is, do we
That's just
respect
like
women?
anybody can kill. If you push a nigga enough, he'll kill.
He gonna
That
do
don't
it.
mean he a killer.
Gentlemen,
That don't mean he a killer. I
no,
ain't a
I'm
killer.
talking
But if
about,
you push me enough, I will kill you.
I'm talking about
Tupac
right
voice.
now. Do we call women out their names?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we talk about women in derogatory fashions?
I do.
Yep. Fuck that hoe. Yep.
Wait. So is that respecting women?
Because you have an opinion about a situation of that
No.
woman.
I'm not talking about an isolated situation, gentlemen.
Respecting women don't have nothing to do with the opinion that I have of the
I
person.
think you riled them up with
Hold on, let me tell you
Will.
something. Let me give you. Hold on, I'm gonna respond to that. Let me give you an example. Pick and choose. So you asked, do we call women derogatory names or whatever? Okay, look. When I say I respect everybody, I respect a hoe. So I'm not disrespecting her if I'm calling her hoe a hoe. She a hoe.
Yeah,
That's just what she
That's
is.
respecting her.
Yeah, that's just what she is. I can't change what she is.
I can't change what she is. I ain't gonna call her hoe a lady.
Gentlemen, I'm not talking about HOEs.
No.
I said women. Gentlemen,
said women.
I'm saying women in general. Because do we only reserve the HOE word for women who are actually HOEs?
I'm not gonna
niggas
call
can be
no
called
lady
hoes.
no hoe. I ain't
You'll
gonna call
call your
no
boy
hoe
and be like,
chick
man,
no
I got
hoe.
some hoes lined up.
Let's
A
keep
nigga
it
can be a
real.
hoe.
Let's
A
keep
nigga
it
can be a
real.
hoe.
Quality. I'm gonna
Facts.
ask you. Quality. I'm gonna ask you directly. The way you interact with women right now, and I'm just gonna put a number on you. I'm just gonna say you make 80,000 a year, just to make it a respectful number, but not make you rich or whatever, right? Are you telling me the way you interact with women at $80,000 a year is going to stay the exact same if you made 100 million a year?
Goddamn right.
I'm gonna say yes. But I think that what you're trying to do is you're trying to say that the money part of it will change the way I interact with that doesn't change. It does not change. What money don't make me. I think that's what you're trying to assume, that money makes the person who they are, and
No,
this
I'm
is
not.
why they have to be this way.
No, I'm not. Listen,
money don't change me.
Quality. I'm not trying to assume. You can ask me exactly what I'm trying to get at, and I will tell you. The point is this. Me personally, I just told y'all I'm gonna date at my house, her house, or the park. That's what I said, right? You make me $100 million man, I'm not dating at no park.
That's you, Will. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's
right.
personal preference, though, man.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Preference. Nigga, it's some millionaires that fuck a bitch at a park.
Yeah, I ain't changing who I am.
Gentlemen, listen to what I'm saying.
Money not changing me, man.
Gentlemen, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying money's going to change you. You're tying something together that I'm not trying to put together. What I'm saying is resources change our decisions, change our actions. It doesn't mean it changes who we are.
But that still doesn't mean money gonna make me hit a bitch, though.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying.
It doesn't change that.
Listen, I never said
You're
money
being
would make
technical now. Like,
I know.
Yeah, money gonna make us.
We completely went over the topic and we know something completely different.
Yeah.
No. If y'all listen to, if y'all listen
I need
to
you to
what I'm
land the
saying,
plane. Where we going?
Listen.
Yeah, where are we going with this? I'm confused.
Listen to what I'm saying. Wherever you are today, when you're here, we always tell people how we would be if we were here.
Yeah.
But we always find people who are here that tell us everything changed when they got here.
That's their
That's their deal. That's not everybody's.
But listen to what I'm saying. I'm not telling you what you're gonna be. You asked me about me. I'm telling you that if I was something different than what I am today, I may have different actions than what I have today. Because if I'm a rich, famous person tomorrow, I'm not who I am today. We gotta stop.
We change every day. I'm not who I was yesterday.
Let me say this.
I'm not who I was yesterday.
You get money.
And
let me say this. Let me say this.
Hold
Hold on. I asked Will a question, and the question was, would he hit women? Will agreed.
And he ain't answered the question yet.
I said if I was Diddy.
Wait. Let me finish, please. Give me a second. I asked him would he hit the woman, and he said that yes, he would. If
No,
he
I
had
didn't.
the
No, I didn't.
He didn't
That's
say
not what I
that.
said.
Nah, he ain't say
You
that.
didn't say if you had
did not
the
say that.
money
No, he
and all
said
that,
what Diddy
it would
would
make you do that.
I did not say that
He
either.
didn't say that. He
Okay.
didn't say he would. He never answered the question.
No,
So
answered
basically,
it.
that's what we did. We're still
I
waiting on the
said,
answer.
He said
I
what would
said
Diddy
you
do?
asked
I
me.
think I heard him say he would hit. He would do it.
You
He said
asked
if
me
he
if I
was
was.
P. Diddy.
You asked me if I was in that hotel with Cassie. That's what you asked me, right?
Yeah.
I asked if you were in there, not P. Diddy. Go
Listen,
ahead. I'm sorry.
I said if I were Diddy, I would do what Diddy does, and that's what Diddy
about
does.
Diddy.
Listen. I hear you. I don't think you're hearing me. But then you said, "I'm not asking you if you was Diddy." I said, "Well, sir, I don't put my hands on women. I told you I never hit a woman a day in my life." But you're
So no,
asking.
the answer no.
The
The answer is no.
Okay,
But
so
listen,
we're gonna go to
listen,
this subject.
listen though. Listen, we only know about this situation because he's a rich, famous person.
No,
We wouldn't have
I
known
know a
about
nigga
this.
right now in jail for beating the bitch.
Hold on. Yes, but we listen. We wouldn't have known if it was trust in that hotel and he did what Diddy did. We wouldn't know about it because it wouldn't make the news.
I'm just saying that we know it. We know niggas who ain't famous at the hit of bitch too, my nigga.
Right, but it wouldn't make the news, is what I'm saying. The world wouldn't be talking
And it
about
wouldn't make it
because
right
it wouldn't
either.
be newsworthy. We all know somebody that hit a woman. Every last one of us know about somebody. How many of us doing a podcast about our homeboy that knocked out his baby mama? Or how many of us doing a podcast about our stepdad that beat up our mama? Ain't none of us doing that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
would.
if your baby mama or he turned around and paid 20 million to not have that come out, then we would know that Trust paid 20 million for that not to come out.
But if we found out about it, we'll be talking about it. Why? Because Trust will be a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
If he's rich and famous, it's something we're gonna talk about.
But that's
But
a
we
whole
don't talk
nother
about
subject, though.
average
We
Joe.
can talk
That's a
about
different-
would it be in the news or not.
Yeah, that's that.
Beating
Yeah,
a woman-
we moving the goalpost. We done moved the whole football
that's a
field.
whole nother subject.
We done
Beating
moved
a
the whole
woman
football field.
shouldn't have anything to do with your status in life or anything like that. The
You
moral
do know
thing is,
you do know beating a woman is subjective, right? No, real talk. If you don't technically look, let me tell y'all something that happened between me and my baby mama one time. Me and my ex-wife, baby mama, whatever you want to call her. We got into an altercation. She was all up in my face doing crazy stuff, right? And I grabbed her hand because she was trying to put her hands on me. I grabbed her hand like that. I was like, stop. That's all I did. I was like, girl, I ain't never in my life put my hands on you. She said, so you telling me you never touched me? You know if you listen to me. Listen to me. If you do this, listen. If you do this to a woman, technically that's assault. So what I'm saying is it's so subjective. When a woman wants to convey that you did something to her, bro, if a woman say he put his hands on me,
but what P. Diddy did was not subjective, bro. He beat the bitch.
He beat her ass.
He beat her ass.
We know he did, right?
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying to y'all is this: it's so subjective because if a woman called the cops on you,
we know that though. That's
right. So I'm making sure we don't just look at what beating is according to our moral compass, because it's all assault. All of it's in the assault range. Him and her, that may be how their relationship is. It's a lot of people that
don't make it right
in their relationships.
Yeah.
But because
that's a whole
we
nother
observe
conversation.
it, when
we don't want to get into the technicalities of what beating the bitch is. We don't.
It's got so many technicalities.
Yeah, let's not go there, Ken. We don't want to go into that, bro.
We went all over the goalpost.
We don't want to go into that.
You
I don't know how y'all gonna understand. Listen, do y'all not realize how many dysfunctional relationships that's part of how they love each other? So when you observe what somebody else is doing and you think is wrong, to them is right.
We just going
also to you is opinionated about what you think, because it's opinionated. You're not there the whole time. You're giving your opinion.
But I'm telling you, if you a woman,
video, he beat the bitch.
That's facts.
I don't care.
That video is facts.
I don't care.
That makes her a victim because of it.
I don't think he did nothing wrong. Because that's his relationship. I can't tell y'all what y'all relationship consists
Kicking that
of.
girl in the goddamn hotel.
What he did,
and he
what
did
he did
nothing
was
wrong.
wrong. That was their relationship. It's toxic as fuck. What he did was wrong. What she did was, if she hit him like they
She
say
may have
she
done
had,
some wrong
that's
too.
wrong.
So we're
Yeah,
not saying
exactly.
that.
Wrong.
We're not
Yeah,
saying
but didn't I
that.
say that earlier?
What we
right
saw
in
in
their
that
rabbit
video,
ass, dumbass
he
mind.
was wrong.
And they
And
crazy
at the end of the
mind.
day, Cassidy getting caught beating him. He
Yes,
got caught
we don't
beating
know
him.
that part. We are assuming that part. We
Yeah.
have put our
Did
opinions
she-
to
did
that
she
part
go back?
right now.
No, we know. No, Cassie was
She
sitting
went
on him
back.
too.
She went
Did she
back.
go back?
Yeah,
Did she
yeah.
go back?
Cassie was hitting him
Several
too.
times.
Getting on
Did
him
she
too.
go
Yeah,
back?
she was following
I
too.
don't believe Cassie had him on the floor kicking him
Did
like she was
she
getting kicked.
go? Did she go
I
back?
just don't believe
She
it.
went
I
back.
don't see her to be that type of woman to be
Did
able
she-
to
Did she
dominate
go
him
back?
that way. Now it could have happened. I ain't saying it didn't happen. I
Did
ain't
she
saying
go
it
back?
ain't it. I'm
Did
saying
she go
I
back?
just don't see it.
But y'all, we
that's
gotta
also
move on.
But a
why
lot-
We got a lot of topics,
But
y'all.
to
So
be,
we
but to
gonna
be
go
on
to
the
the
safe
next subject.
side, to be on the
We
safe
gotta go
side,
to the next subject, y'all. We got to go to the next subject, y'all.
People go back. A lot of battered people go back. That is a
Gotcha,
sin.
gotcha.
So just on that tip.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the next subject, y'all. And it's ironic, the next subject. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
This finna get even worse. Crazy.
Oh shit. I can't make